for today's album we are going to discuss is the Bay City Rollers US debut album. So this is actually a compilation album that was released by the Scottish pop band the Bay City Rollers. It was released exclusively in North America to launch their band's career, and at the time Roller Mania was still booming out. Because of this, the band actually went on a US tour in September of 1975. And they did promote their songs here, and a lot of American fans were really happy to see the band performing, especially on stage. And because of this, the compilation, which actually reached number 1 on the RPM Canadian music chart on the 7th of February 1976. This reaches high as number 20 as the US album chart. It included their US and Canadian number 1 hit single Saturday Night. And because of this LP actually contained tracks mostly from the band's first 3 UK-only albums, like 5 songs from Rollin, 4 songs from Once Upon a Star, and 1 song from Wouldn't You Like It. As well as this, there was a brand new song in addition, with the album that actually has a US mix of Summer Love Sensation. It was a much fuller mix with strings, which actually became available on CD with the US release of the Definite Collection. So the track listing, they actually have 11 songs like Give a Little Love, Bye Bye Baby, Shang-a-Lang, Marlena, Let's Go, Hugging and a Kissing in the Moonlight, Be My Baby, Summer Love Sensation, Remember, Shalala, Saturday Night, My Teenage Heart, and a cover version of Keep on Dancing. So 2 of them are actually cover versions of the song, like Be My Baby and Keep on Dancing, while the rest of them, they sang it by themselves as originals. As well as this, yes, these ones, 5 the songs are from Rollin, and they were released in 1974. 4 songs were from Once Upon a Star, and 1 song was from Wouldn't You Like It, the same year that they've actually released. So it was recorded for 2 years in 1973, 1974, and 1975. As well as this, yes, it still remains the same that Eric Faulkner was actually supposed to be on the guitar. But it was a mistake actually, because he was supposed to be on the lead guitar. And the rest of them are actually correct. So there's no changes. Except for when, I do recall that Les did play guitar in one of the songs right here on their concert tour in America. I'm not going to show the video because this video is actually copyright. So that's actually the reasons why I really don't want to show this video, is because sometimes this may block the video, particularly not in all countries, but except in one country, because I've been uploading these videos for for maybe around a year or something. I'm not too sure. So I think that's one of the reasons why I don't want to show this video. But I think this one is actually pretty good because, in their cover version of the album, in the Bay City Rollers VEVO, which is not active, I do see that there was actually 2 videos of the Rollers with Duncan Faure. So that's actually one of the reasons why it was renamed the Rollers. This is probably one of the reasons why this song was only featured on the VEVO, and the rest of the songs were not here. So I'm not too sure what happened, but who knows. And as well as this, I'm just gonna say that this is the best album along with the Definite Collection. And I think I do believe the Definite Collection was released maybe elsewhere, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure about it, but that one I will have to find out because it's a little bit challenging for me. And sometimes when you don't see that kind of album, you will I thought this album was probably going to be bad. But I don't think it's that bad for me, because this album actually is really good, and I do believe that sometimes when you have this album right here, it's it takes you back to the mid-70s, and that's one of the reasons why this album was still popular. Okay. And as well as this, I would like to say that it's been 50 years since this album has been released, and it's also their 50th anniversary since they went to the US to perform songs for the band. and that was one of the reasons why they were on tour at that time. So yeah, I would just say that song is really good, and actually that one is actually really great for, you know, brains. It's really great for studying. But anyways guys, I think that's all that I can say about this album, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Really sorry about that, my throat's a bit dry. And anyways guys, that's all for now, and this is me signing